Okay, YouTube, 116 Falconer here. I'm back with another Jetta repair video. This is my old lady's 2002 Jetta. I know I promised you guys the next video you saw was going to be it burning in a field, but I can't financially afford to do that right now. So I got to replace the rear brake pads in this thing. I mean, they are absolutely shot. So to get the caliper off, you got 13 millimeter here, put a 15 millimeter on this nut here, then just remove the two bolts, the two 13 millimeter bolts. Of course, you know, loosen your master cylinder cap. Now some of you eagle eyes may notice that I don't have any jack stands. Alright, I have the factory jack, I have some blocking, and I have the tire underneath there. Also, just point out, my one wheel chock is in fact a wedge, a splitting wedge. The chock on the other side is actually a regular real chock block, so don't worry about that. So just so people don't, you know, they say never do that, which you should have jack stands. I don't have any. I got jack stands for big trucks, but not for these little stupid cars. You know, people say, oh, you got a death wish, you know. Well, yes, I do, but you know, rest assured I'm in therapy for that. So I'm going to get that caliper off, and I want to show you how to do the piston. All right, so I got the kit from Advanced Auto right here, because you got to screw that piston in. Now, if you get this kit, don't open up the pretty side, because the box is upside down then. So open up that side, and it's got stuff to. Hopefully, it's got the right parts in there to spin that piston in the caliper. But I wanted $140, you know, charge my credit card for that. You know, it used to be like, you know, 15, 30 bucks, whatever. Now they want you to pay full price for the tool, and then they refund you when you bring it back. I could have bought a regular tool for 12 bucks, but I figure why, because the next video of this car is going to be burning in the field. So, all right, let me get that done. I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, so what I wanted to show you was the piston on the caliper. See how it has them two slots in there? That has to be screwed in. Okay, so I got that kit from Advanced Auto, you know, and I got this out, you know, to get in there, put it in there, turn it in there, you know, it'll turn the piston. But see how, look at this, it's missing one of the freaking pins there, which this, and the Jetta, you got to use this short one. All right, this one here, short two-prong. The long two-prong, the prongs are too long, so it doesn't work. But luckily with this kit, there's an adapter, so you can use, put it onto a, you know, a 3/8 ratchet extension, and with that, then you know, you stick this on. I mean, it doesn't stick, it's not magnetic or anything. I mean, there does feel like there's a slight magnetic pull, but nothing really. Then you can get in that caliper and turn it, you know, tighten it like you would tighten a nut. And it'll work. Let's see if I can get the camera situated so it's seeing what I'm doing here. All right, well, there you go. I think that's working. So, you gotta get this in there. Oh, you son of a bitch. Now that the camera's in the way, I don't want to be hitting it. Alright, so we're in there. And she is working. Like it's supposed to work. I think it would have been easier with the other tool, but shit. But I guess whatever shit is it. It was going in. So basically, you just got to work it till it hopefully goes in where it belongs. So I'll be back once I get it in. Okay, so another thing I've been doing here, this freaking thing's kicking my ass. The boot was wanting to get all its panties all twisted up in knots there as I was turning the piston. So I've been shooting WD-40 in, you know, pushing it back with my fingers, shooting in there, then up top here, and it'll let me turn the piston without the boot, you know, traveling along with it. Now this boot already does have a couple tears in it, you know, little tears, but I'm like, you know what, I don't give a crap. So that's just another tip there. I put it on there, let it soak as I have a beer, and then come back and turn a little bit more until it starts twisting up again. Then I back it off a little bit, shoot some WD in there, have another beer. All right. Okay, so I was able to get that piston all the way in. Now I found what I did before was I just had the master cylinder, you know, this off, cracked loose, left this in, and I'm like, what the hell? So I took this all the way out, and it went a hell of a lot easier. So, you know, you'll see here, I've got the piston all the way in there, looking good. Got the new pads on, and the rest is just like any other brake job. Okay, YouTube, so this driver's side took me like a fucking hour and a half to compress this piston. Alright, now you might hear people say C-clamps don't work. Bullshit. What I had to do was, when I'm just using this tool here, since the appropriate tool was broke, you're not getting enough pressure on that cylinder to compress it, to compress the piston. So I'd have to run it, you know, a few ratchets with that, just loosen things up, put the C-clamp in, tighten it up, and it would turn it just a little bit. Take the C-clamp off, put that back on, a few turns, put the C-clamp back on, tighten it, it would turn it just a little bit, and finally I got this freaking piston back in. So if you don't have a tool that's going to keep pressure on that freaking piston, you know, you gotta do what you can, man. Freaking C-clamp works. I mean, it takes fucking forever. Like I said, this side's taking me like an hour and a half just to get that damn piston in. So yeah, I'm like pissed off. So but I'll slap it together and we'll see. All right. Okay, YouTube, so she's done. Remember, if you don't have the right freaking tool, you have to use a C-clamp. Now the other side, the passenger side, once I freed the boot up, I was just able to spin that piston in using the ratchet with the spreader on there. But the driver's side here, it would not go in. I mean, I spent forever. So I ended up, you put the C-clamp on there, you crank it down, you know, tighten it up, and you'll see the piston will move a little bit. Take the C-clamp off, put that tool on there. I spun it a couple times. Once it gets to a certain point, then that tool will spin it right in. So, but that's that, man. Fuck this. All right, see ya, bitches.